We recently came across a newsletter article from Sencha on how to use the camera on a mobile device to capture an image as part of a new record that you might be entering on your device. And so the article was interesting because it showed how much code had to be written in order to do this. So if we scroll through this article pretty quickly, we can see there's a substantial amount of code that was needed in order to achieve the goal of creating a mobile app that captures images. So in this video, what we'd like to do is show you how the equivalent functionality can be achieved in Alpha Anywhere without writing any code. So let's go now to Alpha Anywhere, and we're in here in an empty project, and we've already created a SQL table that has a name field and an image field. So let's go now and create a brand new UX component. So we'll go click on the UX builder, we'll create an empty UX component, and then we'll go over to controls and start adding controls to our component. So we'll go there and choose text box. But rather than typing in the individual fields ourselves, we're going to start with populating this list with controls that match an existing table. So we'll go here and we'll choose our connection string, and we have a connection string to MDB people, which we can just find in our extensive list of connections here. So there's MDB people, and then we'll go there and we'll choose table name, we'll choose the people table, and then we'll basically choose all fields, but we'll just quickly display the fields that we have in this table. So this is just a very simple table with an ID field, first name, last name, and then image, which is a binary field, which is where we'll actually be storing the image. So let's go there and choose all fields, click OK, and then click OK. And so now the Genie is building a UX component for us. You can see now that it's automatically added in the data binding. So you can see that this UX component now has been bound to this table called people in that connection string. So let's go back to controls now, and let's add now a button to access the camera. So we'll go now to other controls, and then we'll switch over to select button, and we'll go there and type in, say, camera as the button label. And then let's go now and define the click event for this button. So we'll go there, and then in Action JavaScript, we'll go here and type in image upload. We want to do a mobile image upload using HTML5, and we want to upload into this image field. Now we're not going to do this in this video, but I should just point out that at the same time that you upload this image, you can also create thumbnails of the image automatically without writing any code. So you can create as many thumbnails of the image at the same time that you upload it. So let's go ahead now and click OK, save this. Then since this is a mobile app, let's go here and wrap this in a panel. So we'll go to panels and say panel card. Then let's go here and make these controls 100% width, and make the camera button 100% width. And now what we'd like to also do is add in buttons that save the record and also enter a new record. But let's just quickly go and do a preview. So this is telling us that since we're using HTML5 image upload, we need certain JavaScript. So this is just telling us that the HTML5 image capture property will now be set to true. So we can go to working preview, and if we do a mobile preview, we can go ahead now and we can see that this is what our form looks like at this point. Now let's go to this card here and add a panel footer. So we'll go and add in a panel footer, and then in this panel footer we're going to go and put buttons to save the record and enter a new record. So we'll go to our predefined controls here, and we'll put in a submit reset button over there. So these are the two buttons that will save and reset the form. So let's pause now and pick this up in the next video. So we're continuing now with our demonstration of how to do image capture in a mobile app using the camera. in Alpha Anywhere, and we've just added this submit and reset button to the footer. Let's just turn off the brake there and go back to working preview. So there's our submit and reset buttons. Let's go to the first button and specify that this is going to be a text only button, and that this one is also going to be text only. And then we'll go to these two buttons and make them both 50% width. So when we go now to working preview, we can see that the submit and reset buttons are looking pretty good. And then let's go to the panel header, and we'll add in a button now in the panel header to enter a new record. So we'll go now to our other controls, we'll go to button, we'll turn off the brake, and we'll set this one to new record. So now at this point the submit and reset have code associated with them. You can see that they just do a submit, but we actually haven't written an event handler that's going to take the submitted data and save it in the database. So let's go now to our server-side events, and in the after dialog validate event, which is the event that fires after you submit the data, let's add some code that's going to write the submitted data to the backend database. Now, we could write the code by hand, but it's much easier to just go to action scripting and say save submitted data to table, and then go ahead now, and then we can choose in our Genie, we can say that after the data has been submitted, we'd like to just simply edit the record that was just submitted. So we can go ahead now and then click OK. And then now let's call this UX camera. So we're now ready to actually go ahead and test out our application. So let's go and do a live preview in Chrome, and we'll go there, and we can simulate the camera access in Chrome on our desktop browser by just picking a file from the file system. So we'll go here and type in, say, John Smith. Go ahead now and click the camera button. Let's go to a folder where we have some images. So I'll go there and pick an image which is simulating the camera access, and now go ahead and click the submit button, which is going to write the data to the database. You can see that when we wrote the data to the database, the primary key now got filled in, and we've now got a image that has been captured and stored in the database. If we were to go now to look at the data in that table, so if we go quickly to the control panel here and look at this table, we can see that there's the data has been added into the table, and the binary data has been stored in that image field over there. So what we've shown in this video is how you can do image capture in Alpha Anywhere using the camera, using the native camera on the mobile device without writing a single line of code. Thanks very much for watching.